I'm Moe Brown with an Empowered Running inspirational quote commentary. This one by John the Penguin Bingham is one of my favorites. It embodies what I love about running. So I thought I would talk about my interpretation of it, and hopefully you'll find some inspiration from it as well. So let's take another look at that quote. Our running shoes are really erasers. Every step erases some past failure. Every mile brings us closer to a clean slate. Each foot strike rubs away a word, a look, or an event which led us to believe that success was beyond our grasp. We as humans have a tendency to focus on the negative. We dwell on the past, remembering ways in which we feel that we failed. We think about things we didn't do that we should have done, or ways in which we came up short on the things that we did do. And research shows that our brains have actually evolved to think this way. Negative stimuli triggers more neural activity. The amygdala, which is the region of the brain that regulates emotion and motivation, uses about 2/3 of its neurons to detect bad news. Our brains have evolved this way to help us stay safe from danger. Back in the days of cavemen, if a caveman was going out on a hunt and he had an encounter with a saber-toothed tiger, he'd remember that encounter so that he could take the necessary precautions to stay safe on his next hunt. Now, even though there are no more saber-toothed tigers, there is still danger in our environment, so being attuned to the possibility of danger is certainly still beneficial. However, chronic negative thinking can lead to feelings of anxiety, inadequacy, and low self-esteem. One of the beautiful things about running is that the past doesn't matter. All that matters is the now, putting one foot in front of the other as you embark on your run. To be a runner, all you need to do is run. It doesn't matter how far you go or how fast you go. Just the act of running makes you a runner. And as you get further into your run, the mental clutter dissipates as you just focus on being in the moment. Endorphins, which are the feel-good hormones, start to rise, as do endocannabinoids. Endocannabinoids are a naturally synthesized version of THC, which is the chemical that is responsible for the buzz that marijuana produces. The endocannabinoid anandamide is believed to promote a feeling of calmness. As these chemicals are released more frequently through consistent running, we are less affected by the anxiety and stress that modern living can produce. One of the things that helps us experience happiness is constant improvement. As we challenge our capabilities by running longer, farther, or faster, whether it be in training or a racing situation, we realize we can accomplish more than we thought and are stronger than we ever imagined. The happiness and empowerment we feel as a result carries over into everyday life. A friend of mine once asked me if I was running from something or to something. I had never been asked this question before, so I had to think for a moment. And upon doing so, I realized the answer is both. Up until my late 20s to early 30s, I had tremendous anxiety and low self-esteem. Running has provided an outlet for me to burn the negative energy that accompanies these feelings. And as I've gone through life and continued to challenge myself through other new experiences, all while continuing to keep running an integral part of my life, the anxiety has drifted away and my self-esteem has elevated dramatically. Also, I've had asthma since childhood, so running has been and will continue to be a way to prevent it from limiting my capabilities and enjoyment of life. And speaking of enjoyment of life, running is a way to keep the body and mind young. It increases neurogenesis, which is the development of new brain cells. It increases mitochondria, which are organelles within the muscle cells that help convert oxygen to energy. And it increases the number of capillaries. And an increase in the number of capillaries makes it easier for the muscles to receive oxygen, thereby delaying the onset of fatigue. Additionally, more capillaries means improved circulation. So, in a nutshell, I am running away from my limitations from the past and towards a more positive, healthier future. Each person runs for their own reasons, but I believe there is always both a running from and running to component. So, our running shoes are indeed erasers, providing us a clean slate in which to draw a brighter future. Thanks for viewing. Be happy, run inspired, and for more training tips and inspiration, please be sure to click subscribe and also visit my website, empoweredrunning.com. Thank you.